Hello everyone, I am Nea and welcome back to my channel. In this pick-a card, we are going to find out your message that you need to hear right now, your message from the Akashic field. If you don't know what is the Akashic field, go out and check out my video that is called The Akashic Records and how to read it. If you know, well, you're lucky. It's the most powerful field. It's like the library of your eternal life that includes all the information from source about everything and all in existence in the physical plane and the eternal plane. And we are about to discover what you need to know from the Akashic field, from the most powerful field that exists in the universe and actually beyond the universe. I want you guys to focus and concentrate and choose between pile number 1, amethyst, pile number 2, the clear quartz, pile number 3, the green aventurine, pile number 4, lapislazuli. The timestamps are going to be down in the description box below. Pause the video, take your time, and I'm going to move ahead for those of you guys who choose pile number 1, the amethyst. Alright, group number 1, what the Akashic field that has in store for you. What is the truth about your eternal life and everything that you need to know right now? I'm going to utilize my crystal ball, which I have a dedicated video if you guys want to know how to use scrying, the ancient technique of Nostradamus and the crystal ball. This is a black obsidian crystal ball that will protect us from any negativity and will tell us the truth about your Akashic field. And then we're going to look at the cards. So let me focus and concentrate and deliver the message for you with my channeling ability. Group number 1, I feel that you felt that there is a person or a situation that has stimulated. You felt like maybe this is about love for some of you. I am seeing a lot of people choosing this pile, but it's almost like your fire, your light is so flabile. It's so weak right now and you want to sparkle your light again. You are so done with individuals or situations that dim your light. You want to go back to that youthful spirit. Maybe you want to do something with your body, you want to exercise, you just want to feel back like yourself. Maybe wear that t-shirt again that you used to wear when you were young and feeling that sensation, or younger I might say, and feeling that sensation of youth within back into your spirit. I'm also seeing Christ consciousness being very close to you, whether you are conscious or not. And I am seeing that you should go back and paint, or you should go back to some creative expression, which might include for some of you writing. But there is a door of the unknown that you are in need and you're almost there to open. Sometimes you want to know everything about the future and you want to figure it out, exactly what is your purpose, exactly what you need to hear, exactly something that makes you feel back that light. But the universe is saying, go even if it's unknown. Go even if it's uncomfortable. Go just because your heart tells you to. And in this heart space, you are going to be able to witness the infinite awareness, knowledge, and possibility of the unknown, of a dark, empty void, which is the stillness of your mind that will lead you exactly where you need to be, away from the people that are trying to dim your light, and possibly back to that youthful spirit that knew exactly what it was doing and where it was going. So this is what I see for you with my crystal ball. That's very intense. So let's see what the cards are saying. And I mean, these messages are general, as you guys know. All right, so we do have the 4 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm going to put the cards like this so I don't shake. But the 4 of Pentacles let me know that you definitely, group number 1, feel very stuck right now. Now, in my opinion, but this is just my opinion, if you're watching this video, by the time that I'm posting, we all feel that this hibernation, this lockdown, this quarantine has made us stuck, because I personally feel that a lot of people wanted to have new beginnings. They maybe have found their purpose, and by the time that they were finding their purpose, they were getting blocked and they couldn't do it. But but everything has a reason, and we must be grateful, believe it or not, even in this hard times, to this space of hibernation. This, I want to see it in this way, because maybe even if we have found what we really wanted and we had some amazing realization about our purpose, our destiny, who we really are, what we want to go back to, maybe this was a time where we were allowing healing to happen, we were allowing patience, divine patience to happen, to be witnessed, to be learned and acknowledged, and therefore this feeling of stuckness doesn't have to be there to frustrate us, but has to be there to teach us that sometimes it is better to stay quiet, to stay in the stillness, and later on, because we will be so sure about the motivation, intentions, and action that we want to take, we will take them with pure, complete awareness. And this is very much where you have been. Now, obviously, by the time that you're watching this video, this pick a card is obviously timeless. You are feeling quite stuck. You are feeling like you almost don't have money, you cannot invest money, or maybe you do have money, that it's not really the problem, but it's more of an energetic sensation of feeling stuck, or feeling like you want to be playful outside, you want to go outside and express yourself, but you don't quite have the possibility to do that as much as you should, or as much as you wish you could. So this is what I'm seeing. But I have good news from the Akashic field, because we do have the star card, which is a beautiful confirmation of what I've channeled before with the crystal ball. With the star card, I am seeing a card of Aquarius, by the way, that you guys are really heading towards your true north node. You guys are really so close to the understanding. What I feel is not the understanding of your purpose, this is the accomplishment of your purpose. Is you feeling in the right place at the right time. Is you going in that door of unknown possibilities that will show you, through the feeling of emptiness, through the feeling maybe nothing is going on, that actually I can shine as a star. And also with the star card, group number 1, it goes back to this sensation of you always being left out, of you always being not able to shine your light, but actually people wanting to take away the light from you in a way or another. But now the universe is not going to allow this to happen. Right now, when you're Akashic field, that is the field that knows it all about you, who you will be, your past, your present, and your future. Because like I said in my video, the secret of life, the past, the present, and the future are overlapping in the system, which is something that you are able to see from the 5th dimension and so forth. You know that it's not that it's predetermined, but every choice that you could possibly unconsciously make, it's being calculated by your soul and therefore transmitted in the Akashic field. So like the movie Sliding Doors, your soul, it's able to see at the same time the millions of choices that you can take and where those outcomes are going to lead you. And now you are making a choice that is very clear. The Akashic records, I feel is saying, the Akashic field actually, I feel is saying, you're making a choice that will bring you to enlightenment, liberation, success, to anything that is positive and beneficial for your life, and moreover, to a wish fulfillment. And by the time that I'm saying this, I am seeing a beautiful butterfly symbolizing finally going back to yourself, to I always felt like this, that butterflies always knew that they wanted to be butterfly, but they have to go through, you know, some uglier, if we want to call it, but obviously no animal is ugly, but I mean uglier phases, challenges, before they can blossom even for just one day in this beautiful expression that is truly themselves. And I feel like you've been there, you've been to the ugly, the bad, the kind of good, and now you're blossoming to this beautiful transformation, cathartic, if you may, transformation, and you are spreading your wings like the beautiful butterfly. And I had this belief when I was a child that butterfly carry with them the sparkle magic of the fairy, like fairy dust for some reason. And so I feel this magic of the earth being very close to you right now and telling you everything is going to be fine. In your Akashic field, there is a lot of richness written, there is a lot of abundance, there is a lot of no matter the struggle, no matter the feeling of stuckness, keep following your heart, even when you feel you are in the dark, even when you feel you are in the unknown. And very soon you're going to open that cocoon and remember and realizing that you were the butterfly all the way through. It's just that maybe in the physical form you weren't quite yet the butterfly, but you deep down you always knew you were going to be the butterfly, and you were always the butterfly. Doesn't make any sense what I'm saying? I hope it does. In fact, I have the card of trust, group number 1. I mean, this is another confirmation that this is what you need to hear from the Akashic field. And moreover, you have to trust that even if it's not immediate, or even if you feel in the present moment stuck, that it's written for you somewhere among the line of energy, somewhere among the line of the field. And you have to trust that your desire, your wish, this desire to be the star is going to be acknowledged. It is actually already acknowledged, and you have to trust. It's again the story of the butterfly. Even if the butterfly cannot see that it's a butterfly yet, believes it and follows the path, follows that routine that will lead the beautiful cocoon to transform into a butterfly. And I am sorry, I am skipping like terminology in English, but this in English is not my native language, so I'm trying to do my best to figure it out what I am envisioning in my mind. So you have to trust and believe before you can see, because the truth of the story is that energy is much more real than physical form, but for some reason we have been taught the opposite. And obviously this causes us to live life that we don't want to live, because if we will believe that nothing is impossible, and in actuality we can perceive things that we cannot see, we can become before we can see, trust me, the world will be a different place. But without entering conspiracy theories, because I kind of don't agree with some of them, but it's kind of done on purpose, you know, to make us good consumers and so on and so forth. But I'm sure group number 1, you already know this. So trust your path, because it is already written somehow in your Akashic field. I also feel the card of the horse as a spirit animal. I know it's a bit white, the horse, so I hope you guys can see him, but this is the card of freedom. So right now you're finally, I feel, liberating yourself. The Akashic field is saying from those people or those situations that were dimming your light. And maybe you have done this purging thing for a while, but now it's quite tangible, because I feel you're entering this empty void where finally you can feel like yourself, and you're not putting energy and neither effort in things that are not giving you anything back, they are not really nurturing you, and you're doing it with extreme sense of freedom and extreme sense of peace, or very soon you definitely will. It's all about trust for you. It's all about being in the dark but knowing that you will overcome this, and knowing that the light is you. It's not something that you see and you follow sometimes, but literally that torch of light is you, and you just walking and walking and walking until somehow your light permeates to everything and the room becomes lighter. But it's not because you're encountering the light, but because you are the light, and you're getting stronger and expanding and more and more and more, permeating everything, and realizing that the light that has become everything was always you and was an extension of you. It's just that you were forgetting that, and this is called liberation. So this is what I see, group number 1. I'm also seeing though that in your Akashic field you must know that there is romance. So this message might be very specific for some of you guys, but I told you with the crystal ball, I saw that you guys have been in toxic relationship, or you have been again in relationship that have dimmed your light in a way or another. This is about to end. In your Akashic field, what is written is also you joining back with somebody that loves you for the way you are, and actually probably you guys are going to work with your purpose together. It's just a matter of time. Why I'm also saying this, because with my Cosmic Love Oracle deck we have the card of communion of hearts. Home is where your heart is. a communion of like-minded soul is happening right now. So definitely love and communion with soul bonds is meant to happen in your life, and you must acknowledge that, and you must know. I feel honestly, for those of you guys who choose amethyst, group number 1, even though we have started with the feelings of the Four of Pentacles, you guys are ahead to join your purpose. You're ahead to join your wish fulfillment and to bring that light in every area of your life, which is again you, and to later on, as the cherry on top, really join with a beautiful romance and with a beautiful communion of heart. Even though, or for some of you might not be interested in romance, or might have already romance perhaps in their life, this is really about cherishing that romance and knowing that is indeed blessed by the universe. So again, this is a general reading, fit the message where it needs to fit. This is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope the reading resonated with you. Comment down below to share your stories. Subscribe to this channel to have more videos about a bit of everything that we do around the occult. And for private reading, the link is down below. All right, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 2, the clear quartz. Let's see together what you need to know from the Akashic field, the most powerful Akashic field, the most powerful field of all. I'm going to channel a message with my black obsidian crystal ball. Black obsidian is perfect to protect us from any evil or from any lower entities, and will connect us directly to your angels and spirit guides. So let's see what my, and by the way, I have a video about scrying, the ancient art of Nostradamus. So let's see what I can channel for you guys. I feel for you, group number 2, there is a pause in what you want to do, which is, like I said before, for pile number 1, it's quite of a theme, this hibernation period where you feel you want to do something, but at the same time there is a pause. I feel, group number 2, you also cried for some reason quite a lot. I'm not predicting anything bad, but I am seeing what you have been up to. You also wanted to change something about yourself, but you kind of didn't achieve it the way you wanted, and you're kind of like also purging and purging and purging things. You almost don't want to see, you don't want to know, but at the same time you want to know, and it is deep. I feel also, group number 2, you have a connection with cats or with ancient Egypt, with the goddess Bast. You are deep, wise, and knowledgeable. I feel for those of you guys who choose pile number 2, you possibly also have some psychic abilities, but somehow you find quite hard to communicate them with others. You want to keep it private. You are afraid to be mocked. That might be also coming from a past life, if you believe in past life, or also you do feel connected for some others of you, or for the same with starseed, and the feeling, which I made a video about it, but it's the feeling of I am not home where I am. I'm not home where I am. I'm going circles. I'm going round and round and round and round, and that's why I want to clear my mind. I want to know what's next, because you also have somebody next to you. This is a long white figure. It's probably an ascended master or an angel, but you are just tired and you're like, if it is, but why doesn't he communicate with me? I am so tired of going round and round and round and round. You also think a lot. You do think a lot, because I'm seeing the crown space, the crown chakra being very activated. So that's very interesting. Let's see together the cards, what the cards want you to know, group number 2, clear quartz. All right, so we do have the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, if it's not typically about love, talks about Adam and Eve, talks about joining together with your complementary part, or about making a decision. And in my opinion, this is targeted exactly for you, group number 2. Surely this could be about love for some others of you, and we're going to cover that by the end of the pile. But I really feel that the Lover's card for you, it's more about you need to make a decision, because while I was channeling, I was seeing my head spinning round and round and round and being so confused and so full of thoughts. Maybe you even think while you're sleeping, you're having these nightmares that are very vivid, or these dreams that are very vivid, and you just need rest in order to make effective decision for your future. So the Lover's card is here to symbolize, first of all, to make a decision. Second, the Lovers is not necessarily just about love, though it could be, but it's about joining also with people that resonate with you. I made a post just the other day on my Instagram and on my community post here on YouTube that says you can be in a room full of receptive people that are really ready to listen to your divine love. They're really ready to listen to your message, and success will be so easy and effortless. Or you could be in another room next to this one that we just mentioned with people that are so stubborn, they really don't care about listening to you, because it's just the way that they are. It's not that they're evil, and they just want to assert their own point of view, and they are looking as an intention for people that assert their point of view, and therefore arguing with them will be pointless, because until you assert their point of view, they are not going to appreciate you. They are very similar, these two rooms, because at the same time, nobody is guilty of anything. Both these aspects are just the other perspective of the same situation, if you think about it. And it's about finding people that resonate with you. It's about finding that room that it's just right for you, where situation comes effortlessly. Because when you are aligned with who you truly are, with spirit, success is effortless. So whatever you perceive, it has to be success, and you don't have to get so tired to get listened to. So make the decision to enter the room where people are receptive to your message. Don't enter the room where people want to assert a point of view that is different from yours, and therefore to get accepted you have to change it, and then you lie to yourself, and then it's not sustainable in the long term. That's another message that I have for you, group number 2. Think about what is sustainable in the long term. What is sustainable in the long term is what you're truly passionate about, is what you truly love. It's something that you will do even if people don't pay you, even if you don't have an audience, even if you are alone doing it, because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. And believe it or not, especially in the future and in the present moment, this is getting more easier and easier and easier to do by the time that this earth is changing and shifting in consciousness. So this is what I see for the majority of you guys. I'm also seeing the Ace of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And by the way, the Lover's card is a Gemini. With the Ace of Swords, by the time that you will make this bold decision about seriously entering the room that is fit for you and changing your life, your Akashic field wants you to know that you are going to grab the sword of truth. And you can see in the Ace of Swords that there is a crown, and this is you taking the swords that has the crown on top. So you are crowning yourself and really not waiting for the universe to crown you. You are celebrating yourself. And this is in fact the Lover's card typically was the symbol of a marriage between Adam and Eve, and was a celebration type of card. So it could be obviously joining with your soulmate, twin flame, whatever label you have, and then having a new beginning, having new love in your life, and crowning yourself. But on a more general term, it's about really joining with force and truth and integrity where you were always supposed to be, in that room full of people that are receptive to your voice and to your love. I also have the card of helpful people. So it seems to me that group number 2, you are definitely, even though it might be hard to figure it out in the present moment for some of you, if you allow your friends or maybe counseling, psychics, in whatever shape or form or whatever it might be, your specific method, if you allow people to help you trust me, you will find that Ace of Swords, you will find that path, and you will be able to exit that confusion moment, and you will be able to join back with that Ace of Swords. But you have to ask. You have to ask for it. You have to ask people to help you. You have to go to that person that you really, really trust, whoever this person is, even if it's online, and try to ask. And you will see that the universe will deliver helpful people that want to help you. And then I feel for you, group number 2. It's about exiting this confusion. It's about finally making that right choice. So no matter the consequence, that will lead you exactly where you want to be. But you need to be helped first, even with just an advice. It could be literally like something that you have been stuck for such a long time, but somebody comes, gives you an advice, and the situation gets unstuck. Sometimes we do need help. That's why in the world there are people like psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches, psychic healers, counselors. Like for me, they all play a beautiful role in this existence, and I am so grateful that people have so many outlets to help others depending on what they resonate with, whether they're skeptical, whether they're not, whether they are more in tune with angels. Honestly, it's just outstanding how many possibilities we have nowadays to ask for help when we are in period of crisis. And this is the time for you, group number 2, that you realize that you're loved and there is nothing wrong in asking for help. Even though you might be wise, you might have psychic abilities like we were channeling before, you might have cards yourself. Listen, that doesn't mean that you cannot do cards for yourself. You totally can, and maybe you're also seeing the right things. But when we just internalize so much, we are not able to process. And when somebody else comes, believe it or not, but says the same thing that you have saw personally with your cards, somehow it's a reflection of what we need to hear, is a confirmation from another person, and it becomes stronger. It's not because you're not enough by yourself, but it's just because souls are like this. So we are constantly in union with others, and we are, even as humans, social creatures. We want to be confronted. We want to have confirmation for others, and I just don't resonate with this entire story. Like, I mean, I resonate with the fact of go within, it's important, and know for yourself, but not to the point where you become a hermit necessarily, unless this is exactly what you want to experience in this life. But obliging everybody to become a hermit and saying, oh, only with the ascetic path that you are going to arrive to liberation. That's absolute. I don't agree with this at all. People arrive to liberation, enlightenment at their own time, when they feel they want it, and they arrive in relationship, they arrive with a counselor, they can arrive in so many different ways, and we are one within our own variety, and we have to honor our variety. And sometimes even the strongest, group number 2, need a little bit of help, and this is exactly where I feel you are right now. And it's amazing, it's awesome, because when you are going to allow to ask for this help in whatever shape or form, it could even be in the comment section of a video, like it could be anything, right? For you, you are going to be finally able to crown yourself with this Ace of Swords, which in my perspective, group number 2, is just the right choice. It's just making the right choice for you. Now, I'm also seeing the card of the dog, which could be your spirit animal, or it could be an animal that you really, really like. Or maybe, do you know what I heard for you, group number 2? You're about to take a puppy, or somebody's about to deliver a puppy at your door, which it's kind of weird, people delivering puppies at your door. But it can happen, believe it or not. And you should take it, because I feel what it's coming is also companionship. Now, obviously, like I said before, the Akashic field might really screaming out loud that this companionship has to do with soulmate and twin flame relationship. But I want to keep it general for the sake of this video and for everybody to receive a message. So if you feel that this reading is calling you for love, I have separated, dedicated specific pico cards about love. But for me, group number 2, it's about you being in companionship with spirit and also teaming up with the right people that can give you the help that you need. And finally, realizing that your path and your decision have to do also with teamwork, have to do also with implementing people in your life in a way or another, and realizing that you don't have to do everything by yourself. I'm also seeing, in fact, the card of forgiveness being here for you, which tells me, the card of forgiveness, that you might have been betrayed, or you might not trust people very much, and that's why you find it really, really hard to ask for help. But this is also something that in your Akashic field, it's kind of like it's gonna happen. Like, I can see it vibrationally. You could either choose not to forgive and keep doing it by yourself, but that is not gonna lead you where you want to be, or you can forgive the past, to forgive those people and access that feeling of liberation. And I am seeing that in your heart, if you will forgive this last straw, 3 paths are going to be presented in front of you. 3 possibilities that you could choose from. And in this 3 possibility, the one in the middle, the one that is straight highway to your heart, is the one that will propel the most success and the most abundance for your specific case, whether this is about love or something else. I am also seeing the card of self-acceptance. So maybe this is also a time the Akashic field is saying, group number 2, to accept where you have been and accept who you are, because you can ask for improvement of your life, but improvement is acknowledged by your source, but it cannot happen if you are denying and disowning the present moment. It cannot happen if you hate the present moment, because in that way you're only causing yourself and also others around you to live in a state of resistance. And literally a spider has come in front of me. Thank God I'm not afraid of spiders. Hello, honey. So the spiders uses a net. And this particular spider that I want to save in a second, it's not having a good time because this net is somewhere else and not here. You are not in the right path, group number 2. You must decide to align yourself in that path. Otherwise, you will be a stuck spider. Accept who you are. Do you know what my dad told me? He always says this: people cause themselves to be unhappy when they don't accept who they really are. If people would accept their talents, their abilities, meeting themselves at their level where they are, they will build incredible nets. They will have incredible friendship, incredible relationship. They will be exactly where they need to be. So he's right, like self-acceptance is the key to lead you to the right path, so you won't be a stuck spider. And again, I like all animals. I don't think spiders are disgusting at all. I think actually they're super cute, as long as they don't bite you, obviously. All right, I'm so sorry, I'm so weird. I hope this figure card made some sense. Comment down below to share your stories, and subscribe to this channel to have more videos about the occult and everything that I post on this channel, and see you on my next one. Bye! Alright, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 3, the green aventurine. What is your message from the Akashic field? By the way, thank you so much for those of you who suggested this pick card. As usual, I forgot to say at the beginning, but we don't mind in this channel. We're so weird and random. Alright, I want to channel a message from my crystal ball, which I have also a dedicated video about the art of Nostradamus, which is crime. And with black obsidian, we're going to be protected from negative and lower entities, and we can channel a message of higher consciousness and truth for you, group number 3. And then we're going to look at the cards. So, oh wow, group number 3, you really are about to build prosperity in your life. You are a rock, and you're building on top of this rock a castle. And I see a beautiful connection with Mother Earth. Mother Earth doesn't want to let you go. She knows that you are protecting, and the sky is blue. It's getting bluer and bluer and bluer. There is the sun I am seeing. So I feel that you guys are about to enter a very lucky period of your life. The sun is about to shine super strongly in your life. And again, I am seeing constructions. So either you're gonna change house, you're gonna buy a house, you're going to move somewhere else, but you are gonna build, like you're a master builder. You could be a master number 33, 22, 11, but you definitely are here to build and you just wanna go back to nature. I am seeing probably you own a house with a garden or you need to be around nature. And Mother Nature is so happy that you are taking on her cause to save the environment and to bring this beautiful awareness. You are quite there to make all of these building blocks appear in front of you. They are energetically in the Akashic field right now as a thought, like you have a plan, but I'm telling you they are going to come through because you have already set in motion the energy that is required to have all these building blocks that I am seeing. And I am seeing beautiful travels. So now this big card is timeless. I know some people are in quarantine. I know we are living the apocalypse, but I am positive about it. I'm sure we're gonna be fine. So hold on tight because this is gonna happen, right? And I feel also your world, group number 3, it's kind of like going upside down, but you know where you want to go. And that is the only thing that actually matters to you at this moment. And you're kind of letting go of anything else. Wow, this is awesome. This is what I'm seeing with my crystal ball. Now let's see what the cards have to say as well. Nice. The Devil. Capricorn. So maybe this Saturn in Capricorn has really made you grow. And the Devil card talks about obviously addiction, temptations, things that are quite nasty to experience, but at the same time, I told you before while I was channeling for the Black Obsidian, your world is kind of upside down. You feel you are in the devil energy still, but now you can recognize the devil. And because you are not following the devil anymore, you are in the process of liberating yourself. And I mean, liberation has been quite a theme that I'm channeling this Pico card for some of you. Your head is exploding, but in a good way, group number 3. Is exploding with new ideas and with new possibilities. So you have to follow them because very soon I see you on the road chasing a new dream. Why I'm saying that? Because Archangel Michael always wins the devil. That is the story of the apocalypse. Archangel Michael coming in with his sword and fighting the devil. And funny enough, the devil and Archangel Michael, this could be for some is Archangel Gabriel, but I am channeling my own way. The Temperance card, by the way. And Archangel Michael, he's the other opposite part of Lucifer, because in the story, if you are familiar with the Bible, I'm not religious, but I want to tell this story as a metaphor. But Lucifer was the most handsome angel of all and the most powerful, and was the left side of God. That's why he's called the left hand as well. And Michael was the right hand of God. They are both his expression, his son of source, okay? But one of them decides that wants to rebel, which is a whole different path, and God doesn't judge him really. I mean, that's my own perception of this. And goes his own way, creates his own world. It's like, good luck on you, Lucifer, bring the light somewhere else, right? We're gonna leave it to that. But Michael, on the other side, has his strength in the faith and loyalty, integrity with God. So this is the same expression, you could say, of the same story, and how the Akashic field can show you how one choice can split up in many outcomes. And now you have decided, after being so rebellious, that you have, experienced these outcomes and this possibility of the Akashic field. But now you want to experience this. You want to experience loyalty to source, to the universe. You want to have faith in the universe. You want to defeat your addiction. You want to defeat any sense of determinism even, because Satanism and the devil historically is a path that asserts determinism, which in other ways means you are determined to be in a certain way. You are determined, you have no free will. Free will is BS, it doesn't exist. Your astrology can tell you everything about who you are and where you're going, and in fact, you have no choice. This is what Satanism affirms, and it's a philosophy. And Luciferianism affirms. It's a deterministic point of view where free will doesn't exist. I don't believe that. I believe in a much more free angelic path. I believe that we do have free will. I believe that there are millions of possibilities, and I believe that you can master and create your reality in alignment and in co-creation with the source that is infinite love, unconditional love, and awareness. And I think that this entire speech was here to tell you, group number 3, that you are taking almost like a quantum jump into a different perspective, into a different reality where you are teaming up with your angels now. You are moving away from addiction. You're moving away from the chain of determinism and of the devil, and you're saying, even though I acknowledge astrology, even though I acknowledge the tarot, even though I acknowledge the occult, I'm going to use them as a roadmap to my awareness, but I am free to go wherever I want. And that's why, with patience, you're getting into the angelic path. This is not to antagonize, by the way, anybody. This is just me randomly channeling for you guys. So don't shoot the messenger, but take the message if it resonates with you. Group number 3. A year from now. In a year from now, you will see, you will be completely over with that devil energy. A year from now looks like a really long time, but if you think about from the perspective of the soul, a year is really nothing. Like seriously, I am 30 right now, and 10 years have flown by. I just like, for me, it was yesterday that I was 20. Right now I'm 30. I still look exactly the same, which is the weird part. And not like, I mean, I have grown, I've changed, but I would never say like 10 years will be something that goes fast. It goes fast. So a year from now is really nothing. You just have to be patient because you're really exiting the dark and fiery energy of the devil, of also people betraying you, of also people backstabbing you, or you not being exactly where you should be, and entering the water of the temperance. So in a year from now, you will see the great prosperity and abundance that is energetically already available for you. I'm also seeing that your spirit animal is the wolf, which is the spirit animal of Pisces. I even have a dedicated video about it, and a meditation to find your spirit animal just down below. Authenticity. The wolf talks about you finally unveiling the mask of the devil. You can see the devil now. Whatever the devil is in your mirror reflection, is in you, is in another person, is in a situation, you're saying, enough of this determinism. I am not doomed to be in this way. It doesn't matter how long I've been here. I can change at any time, and you are entering the process of change. And change is, I want to be authentic. I made a post just yesterday on my community post about authenticity. I want to be me, and if people want to stay, great. If they don't want to stay, I'm going to find that beautiful room that is ready for me, and it's ready to receive my love, my voice, and my awareness. And I don't know why, but I am seeing nature, and I am seeing a house by the beach. Maybe this is your dream, having a house by the beach. You will get there. It's just a matter of time, maybe in a year from now. But the wolf spirit is with you. You are born to be yourself, and if you are a wolf, you cannot be a ship. And this is not to insulting the ships, but it's just to, acknowledge that you are a wolf. A wolf stays in pack, stays with other wolves he resonates with, communicates telepathically with his soulmates, we could call it. If you are an alpha wolf, you're probably a leader. A wolf doesn't try to be a sheep, because it will never be. Doesn't matter how hard it tries. Now, I'm also seeing the card of science. So it might very be that the Akashic field, group number 3, is giving you a lot of signs that you need to go somewhere else, or that you are a wolf and you're not a sheep. The universe is giving you so many signs that doesn't matter even if people have put you a curse or an evil eye, is not working. Do you know why? Because it doesn't matter how much nasty people can get. If you have an angel by your side, you're gonna fly. Because angels, and the example of Archangel Michael is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long it might have took Archangel Michael wins over the devil. That is why all over Italy, Archangel Michael is portrayed to be the savior. There are statues everywhere, and you can ask Arcana, my friend, about it when she's been here. There are statues everywhere of Archangel Michael, and for us is the protector of the police, because I mean, we have a good relationship with the police. So I don't know where you live, so I know there is corruption also there, so I'm not saying anything like don't bite me, you know, but there is a meaning for us. See, I'm Italian, and Archangel Michael is very important because we believe he defeats all evil. He just does. And like Christ consciousness, he was an exorcist and he was defeating all evil. And this is your mantra. You are defeating all evil. It doesn't matter how nasty it might have been or how nasty people might have been with you. You are protected. You could also be on earth angels, but in a year from now, just follow the sign. You will see all the prosperity that I was channeling before, which is also, in my opinion, it's a spiritual prosperity. It doesn't have to be necessarily or just about finances. I'm also seeing the traveling card, but I mean, I feel we already talked about this, and I swear I don't see the cards before I pick them. So it's like, I knew it. I could see a travel. So maybe if you feel, group number 3, that you are not exactly where you want to be in life, or even geographically speaking, you're not in the right place, don't worry about it. You're the wolf, you're not the sheep. Therefore, you have been around sheep for such a long time to teach you your authenticity, to teach you who you really are. And in a year from now, you're going to be ready to be where the universe wants. It's just a matter of temperance, and it's just a matter of patience. But I definitely do see that a new journey is heading energetically from the Akashic field, and you are going to be maybe by the beach with those palms that you have desired for such a long time. It's gonna happen. If it's written in the Akasha, it's written also in the material plane. It's just a matter of human time, and it will get to you. This is what I see for you, group number 3. I'm sorry, I'm so weird. I hope I didn't scare you too much with my weirdness. Subscribe to this channel to see more occult videos and everything that I post. Comment down below to share your stories, and it goes without saying, private readings are down below. Alright, let's move on for those of you guys who choose lapislazuli, group number 4. What the Akasha, the ether, the energy field of the Akashic field, sorry, the game of words, wants to let you know right now. I'm going to channel a message with my crystal ball. I have a dedicated video about it called Scrying, the Art of Nostradamus. This is a black pure obsidian that will protect us from any negativity or lower energy, and allow only the angels and Mother, Father, God, or Source, or the universe to talk with us, whatever name it resonates with you. So let's see together what is your message, group number 4 from the Akashic field. Stop hiding. The crystal ball is saying, stop hiding right there. I see you energetically behind a corner, or maybe under the table for some of you. There is nothing to hide from. There is nothing that you have to hide from. Stop hiding is the prominent message, because you have already discovered all the dark spots of your consciousness. You already have done the shadow work. Now it's time to go back and see the light. Now it's also time to make you a star, to make you shine, because even the sun is a star, and it's one of the most and the biggest star in our galaxy. So you really have to go back to your fire, fire and stop hiding, and it will be ignited from your solar plexus chakra. You need to go back to your passion and bring it up there. And it didn't mean that if it didn't work before, it will not work this time. Before is not the now. So stop hiding and go back to be that bright star with what is ignited, that fire that is ignited from your solar plexus chakra. This is what I'm seeing for you. So that's quite specific, but let's see what the cards wants to add to this channel message. The Fool. Number 0, taking a leap of faith. Stop hiding. And guess what? We got the sun just right there shining on the decision of the Fool. So this card tells me right away that you are about to venture a new beginning. You just have to stop hiding and just know that you are going to be successful, even though you might not see the outcome, because the outcome might be even in the Akasha yet to be discovered, because the Akashic field registers all the information about your eternity and all the information from your choices. But if you didn't make a decision quite yet, it's there, it's there, it's almost there to drop all the possible outcomes. You have to take a decision and take this leap of faith. The Fool card, I don't know, but somebody says that the Fool card, it's about distraction or something like that. I don't agree with that. The Fool and number 0 represents Shiv, represents the infinite, cosmic, empty void from where creation starts. Because if you know between Shiv and Shakti, Shakti is the feminine principle of source. Shiv is the masculine principle. Shiv is a void, is an empty void of consciousness. And Shakti fertilize, and it's the fertilize because Shakti is the energy, Shiv. And through the feminine aspects, creation and the masculine joining together, creation begins. Now, it's much more complicated than this. It's much more specific than this, but I'm going to make it super simple for all of you to understand. Therefore, number 0, I even said in my video, Learn Tarot in 30 minutes, number 0 is the soul, is the 0 point of infinite awareness. Why? Because in the spirit world, there is no time. There is nothing such as the past, the present, and the future. It's a number 0. It's a place of eternity where things just are. Therefore, the soul is represented in the tarot by number 0, because the Fool represents taking a new journey and taking a leap of faith in the unknown. So this is exactly the journey of the soul. In fact, the major arcana do represent the journey of the soul, believe it or not. So the soul, number 0, decides to have a human incarnation and jumps into the unknown, and then becomes number 1, becomes the alchemist, becomes the beginning of the journey. So it doesn't symbolize destruction. It just doesn't make any sense, because it represents infinite awareness, represents the youthful spirit of the soul positively engaging and taking a leap of faith in the unknown. And in fact, this scene where he's jumping, he knows he's gonna be fine, because he has the youthful spirit of the 0, of the infinite awareness of the empty voice that is consciousness, that is source. So this is my understanding of the Fool. Therefore, all of this is also for you, group number 4. You are going to be fine, even if you don't see, and where you're jumping looks like a bad idea, or looks like you don't know what you're doing and you're too young, or looks like nobody, it's gonna save you if you jump. I'm not saying to jump on a cliff, it's metaphorical, obviously, but the universe has an invisible safety net for you. This is the meaning of the Fool card. That's why typically good tarot readers, when they see the Fool card, tell you take a leap of faith into the unknown, because they know that the soul knows that the universe has a safety net and the universe has your back. Therefore, it's not really jumping into the unknown, but it's taking a leap of faith. Faith is to see before you believe, and faith is the strongest gift of all, because when you see before you can materially see, you are connected in alignment with source, with the energy that creates universes, that is untangible in the material plane, but it's much more real than the material plane. Therefore, take that new adventure and don't hide anymore, and don't take other belief system as yours if you don't resonate with them. Why? Because you are about to have this new beginning, whether you want it or not, the Akasha is saying. The Page of Wands represents something new, represents foreign lands, because the Wands do rule foreign lands, and represents therefore new adventure in something that you are not quite comfortable with, but is exactly what you're supposed to do. So the foreign, what is something foreign? Why people usually are afraid of foreign things, typically in human history, because when something is foreigner is something that we don't know, and fear stems when we don't know things. Okay, when we know things, we appreciate them, we have information about them, we understand them, and therefore that is how we beat fear, when we get knowledge and wisdom. That's why knowledge and wisdom are the most powerful tools of all, and they create power because they move us away from fear. When we know something, we are also able to understand their perspective, the perspective of the person or the things that we are looking at. We are not afraid anymore. We can love that thing because now we do empathize with it, now we do understand it, and when we love, we can also protect it. Right? Does it make sense for you? I'm sorry, I'm very weird in these readings, but this is what I'm channeling. Therefore, if you take that leap of faith, if you believe before you can see, and go exactly where your heart tells you to go, you will have a new beginning, or a new foreign person, maybe for love. If you clicked on this video for love, it's about to enter your life. I am seeing more general, it's not about love, but it's about doing something that you might not be quite comfortable with, or it's out of your comfort zone, or you feel it's something that will never work, but in fact is exactly what you're supposed to do. Group number 4. That doesn't mean that you have to jump right into it in an irresponsible way. No, wait. Cultivate your stillness. Just the message that I have from the Akasha for you, group number 4, is to stop hiding. Wait in that beautiful point of stillness and awareness. Wait for the right moment to act. And by the time that you're waiting, cultivate your creativity, cultivate your imagination, cultivate your study, prepare, because very soon you will be able to jump into this new venture when the time will be right. Now it's time for waiting, but it's also time to go away from the darkness and don't hide anymore. I am also seeing number 22, so you could be a master number 22 as well. The sacred ibis, learning. This is a time, and this is the god Thoth, by the way, in the spirit kingdom. This is a time when you learn everything that you can possibly learn about this new venture, this new passion that the Akasha is literally screaming out loud in my head for you. So learn, study all that is left to study about your next endeavors. So when you know something, like we were saying before, you're not afraid of it anymore. And this doesn't look like a scary jump, but this looks like a youthful, exciting and energetic jump into the infinite, beautiful possibilities of the universe, because you're not afraid to jump anymore. You know, you have learned each and everything that you need to learn before you jump. Okay? And I am seeing also the card of separation. You have been separated either from a person, if you are asking about love, or you have been separated from your purpose, from source, by false belief systems for such a long time that now it's the time that you join back with what you truly love, and you jump to a better direction for your life. And in my opinion, your purpose has to do with music. You were born to do music. And if it's something that you have felt separated from for a long time, or you have felt it was impossible to achieve, the angels, the Akasha is saying no. It's written in your Akashic field. Learn everything that you need to learn about the subject and go ahead and use music for your endeavors, because music is the expression of your soul and is also what you do in the spirit world. In fact, I have a pick a card dedicated about what is your job in the spirit world if you guys want to know. If you don't know anything about the spirit world, I also have a video called The Afterlife that explains everything about it. But regarding the speaker card, your purpose is music, and the Akasha is saying you have separated the energy, like you're here and music is here. You have separated yourself for too long from your purpose, thinking that your purpose is something else because other people have told you that you should do something else, or maybe your chart has told you that you have to do something else. Not true. Go back, join with ether, with the Akasha, with spirit, and join back with your purpose that has to do with music. Obviously, this is a very specific message, so if it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. Comment down below to share your stories, subscribe to this channel to have more occult videos and everything that I post, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for being with me here today. See you on my next video, and keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye!